Dear Starseed from Gaia, the Arcturians paused the entire stream of cosmic communication to deliver this message directly to you, because what is happening in your heart right now cannot wait another moment. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I am speaking to you today as a direct channel for the Arcturian Love Council. They did not send a general transmission. They called your soul by name. You didn't find this video by chance. Your heart called this message in, something ancient, and you recognized this moment before your mind had a single thought about it. That recognition, that pull in your chest, is the Arcturian Love Council confirming your love story is not over. It is not lost. It is not too broken to be healed. It is being prepared at the highest level of divine orchestration. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to align with divine union and recognize the sacred movements already happening in your twin flame journey. But here's the first revelation. The separation you are feeling is not evidence that love has failed. It is the proving ground where divine love becomes unshakable. The Arcturian Love Council says this clearly. Your sacred connection is not dissolving. It is being purified. This is not content. It is a transmission. Something in your soul is ready to remember. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are on the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 1011 if you feel your heart awakening to divine truth right now. This is not just a message. It is a moment of divine intervention. Your soul has been waiting for this guidance. The Arcturian Love Council is here. They are speaking. And they chose this exact moment to reach you. Your heart knows why you are here, and if you felt that pause, that stillness in your chest when those words landed, that was not coincidence, that was recognition. Your soul already knows what your mind is still trying to catch up to, so stay with this. What comes next is not information. It is remembering. What you just felt, that quiet ache mixed with recognition, is not sadness. It is your frequency remembering what it came here to receive. If this transmission stirred something you cannot name, the Divine Love frequency code was written for this exact moment in your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions designed to dissolve the wounds blocking your divine counterpart and activate the signal that draws them closer. The link is in the first pinned comment, but it will only remain there for a short time. Now, let us begin where most people never dare to look. Most souls who struggle with love believe the problem lives somewhere outside of them. They believe if they could just meet the right person, be in the right city, say the right thing, look a certain way, the love they hunger for would finally arrive, and so they search. They swipe and scroll and settle and try again. They pour themselves into connections that slowly drain them. They wake up at 3 in the morning wondering what is wrong with them. Why love feels so close and yet so impossibly far away. And the ache grows heavier, not because love is absent, but because what they are searching for outside of themselves is something they have been carrying within them all along. Buried beneath years of wounds they were never given the tools to heal. Imagine trying to find a lost treasure when the map itself is buried under layers of forgotten pain. Here is what the Arcturian Council has transmitted and what so few are willing to hear. The reason sacred union feels unavailable to you is not that you are unworthy of it. It is that the frequency you are broadcasting has been shaped by pain you have not yet released. Every experience of abandonment, every moment someone chose themselves over you, every relationship where you made yourself smaller to be loved, all of it left a mark, not on your soul, because your soul remains untouched and whole, a diamond that can never be truly tarnished, but on your energetic field. On the signal you send out into the universe when you open your heart and whisper, I am ready for love. Think of it like a beautiful song played through a speaker that is crackling with static. The melody is still there, but the clarity is lost. That signal has been carrying interference. Static. Old grief, dressed up as protection. Walls built so high that even the love you say you want cannot find the door. Imagine a magnificent garden, blooming with the promise of every joy, but surrounded by an impenetrable fortress built stone by painful stone. And the heartbreaking part, the part that makes this so difficult to sit with, is that you built those walls for very good reasons. Someone hurt you. Someone left. someone showed you that opening fully was dangerous, like a fragile butterfly extending its wings only to be met by a harsh wind. And so a part of you decided, quietly and without announcement, that it would rather be safe than be seen, rather be lonely than be shattered again. This was a survival mechanism, a deep instinct to protect the most vulnerable parts of your spirit. And that decision, as understandable as it was, became the very thing standing between you and the love your soul has been reaching toward across lifetimes. It became the silent architect of your solitude, the unseen guardian of your longing heart. This is the wound that most spiritual teachings dance around without naming directly. It is not that you do not believe in love. You do, deeply, almost painfully so. It is that somewhere inside you, beneath all of your longing, there is a voice that whispers that love like that does not happen for people like you. That you are too much or not enough. That the kind of connection your heart recognizes from some distant sacred memory, the kind that feels like coming home, like the warm embrace of the sun after a long winter, is either a fantasy or something meant for other souls, but not for you. It's a whisper born of old echoes, not of present truth. That voice is not the truth. That voice is the wound speaking. And it is time to stop letting it run the broadcast. It's time to reclaim the airwaves of your being and tune into the pure, unadulterated signal of your soul. Because here is what is also true. You are a soul who came into this body with a very specific love encoded into your heart. Not a person, but a frequency, a resonance, a quality of union that your higher self signed up to experience in this lifetime. Think of it as a unique signature, a divine imprint designed to draw its perfect match. And the fact that you have not yet found it and lost it, or felt it and watched it walk away, does not mean it is not coming. It means you are in the middle of the most sacred and demanding preparation your soul has ever undergone. This is not a delay. It is a sculpting, a refining of the vessel meant to hold such profound love. And the preparation is asking you to do the one thing that terrifies you most: to open, to heal, to trust, to become the version of yourself who is not just calling for love, but who is already living as love, to embody the essence of the love you seek. Let us walk through the keys now, not as steps on a checklist, but as chambers of your heart that have been waiting for the right moment to unlock. Imagine each key as a sacred scroll, revealing a deeper truth about your capacity for divine connection. Some of these will feel like relief, like a gentle rain after a long drought. Some will feel like a reckoning, like the necessary fire that purifies and strengthens. All of them are for you. The first key is the worthiness unlock, and it is the foundation upon which everything else rests. Before any sacred union can arrive, before your divine counterpart can even recognize you from across a room or across a timeline, you must unlock the chamber inside you that holds the belief that you deserve this love. Not the surface-level belief that sounds good in a journal, the kind you recite like an affirmation without feeling it in your bones. The deep, cellular, bone-level knowing that your existence alone makes you worthy, that you do not have to earn love, that you do not have to perform, produce, or prove anything to be chosen. Your inherent divine spark is your only qualification. This wound runs ancient in most awakening souls. For many of you, it did not begin in this lifetime. It began in a lineage of people who were also told in 1,000 different ways that they were not enough. You absorbed that frequency, a silent inheritance, before you had the language to question it. You started shaping yourself around the needs of others because love, in your early experience, came with conditions attached, like a fragile bloom needing constant tending. You learned to be useful before you learned to simply be loved, and that lesson, though it was never the truth, became the operating code of your heart, a program that has been running in the background for far too long. When you unlock the worthiness key, something remarkable happens. You stop pursuing love from a place of lack, like a beggar reaching out for crumbs. You stop accepting what diminishes you because some part of you believes that partial love is all you qualify for. Like settling for a shadow when the sun is available, you begin to hold a standard, not from ego or pride, but from the sacred self-knowledge, that your heart carries a frequency too precious to be poured into containers too small to hold it. The moment that key turns, your entire signal changes. You stop broadcasting need, a desperate plea to the cosmos, and begin broadcasting readiness, a clear invitation. And the universe responds to readiness in ways it cannot respond to desperation. It hears the confident hum of a soul ready to receive its divinely appointed counterpart. The second key is mirror recognition, and this one requires a kind of spiritual honesty that can be uncomfortable at first. Your divine counterpart is not coming to complete you, like a missing puzzle piece. They are not a fragment of your being. They are a mirror. A soul whose frequency reflects back to you the healing you have already done and the wounds still asking for your attention. This is why so many powerful connections feel simultaneously healing and activating. Why the love you have been closest to has also brought forward your deepest fears and oldest pain. It is not because those connections were wrong. It is because they were mirrors, held up to show you the landscapes within yourself that needed tending. When you stop looking for someone to rescue you from your own loneliness, to fill in void that only you can truly tend, and instead begin to see yourself as a whole being seeking resonance rather than completion, everything shifts. You begin to recognize sacred connections not by how they make you feel comfortable, but by how they make you feel seen, fully, truly, uncomfortably, beautifully seen. The mirror recognition key unlocks when you are willing to be known rather than simply adored. When you stop performing for love, wearing a mask of who you think you should be, and start showing up as you actually are, flaws and all. The right soul will not be frightened by what they see. They will lean in, drawn to the authentic radiance of your being. They will see their own reflection and recognize a kindred spirit. The third key is the karmic release, and this one is asking something of you that your heart may resist. There are relationships still living in your energy field that have already served their purpose. Connections that were never meant to stay. They were meant to teach, like fleeting constellations guiding you through a dark night. Souls whose time in your life has completed its sacred contract, even if the love you feel for them has not diminished. And as long as those cords remain uncut, as long as you keep your heart partially occupied with someone who was never your destination, like holding on to a ship that has already sailed, you are energetically unavailable for the one who is. You are creating energetic congestion, preventing the flow of new energy. This is not about forgiveness as a concept, though that is part of the process. It is about energetic completion. It is about looking at what was, honoring what it taught you, like closing a treasured book that has been read, and then lovingly and deliberately releasing it back to its own path so that your hands and your heart are free to receive what is actually coming. The karmic release key turns slowly for most people, like a stubborn lock that requires patience and focused intent. But when it does, you will feel it. A lightness, a clearing, a sense of space in your chest that you had forgotten was possible. Like the air after a storm, that space is not emptiness. It is preparation. It is fertile ground, ready for the seeds of your divine union. The fourth key is divine timing, surrender. And it is perhaps the most difficult key for those of you whose love has been waiting the longest. Because the mind interprets delay as denial. The mind, with its linear perspective, says if it were going to happen, it would have happened by now. And that story, wrapped in logic, wrapped in what looks like reasonable disappointment, is one of the most effective ways your fear has found to keep you closed, to keep you from opening to the possibility of a different kind of unfolding. The universe is not delaying your sacred union out of indifference. It is engineering the conditions under which that union can actually sustain itself, like a master gardener carefully preparing the soil and climate for a rare bloom. Every month that passes, every lesson that lands, every version of yourself you shed to get closer to who you actually are. That is the preparation, not punishment, not rejection. Sacred engineering. The fourth key turns when you stop fighting the timeline, wrestling with the clock, and start trusting the architect, the divine intelligence that weaves all timelines. When you move through your days not as someone waiting for life to begin, the static hum of anticipation, but as someone in full, vibrant, purposeful motion, living so richly from your own center that love, when it arrives, will arrive not as a rescue from your perceived lack, but as a recognition of your complete and radiant being. The fifth key is magnetic embodiment, and this is where the real alchemy happens. Divine love does not respond to longing, to the ache of wanting. It responds to resonance, to the harmonious vibration of a soul fully aligned. There is a frequency, a specific, undeniable energetic signature that you carry when you are fully inhabiting yourself. When you are doing the work that lights you up, the tasks that make your soul sing. When you are moving your body, creating, resting, laughing, grieving fully, choosing yourself in the small moments as much as the large ones. When you are in that frequency, you do not need to search for love. You become a signal so clear and so unmistakable that what belongs to you is drawn toward you the way a compass needle swings toward true north. You are no longer a seeker. You are a beacon. The question this key asks is simple and devastating in its directness. Are you living as the person your divine counterpart would recognize? Not the person you perform for others, the polished version you present to the world, but the person you are when no one is watching, the person who is tender with their own heart, who offers themselves the same compassion they would offer a dear friend. The person who has done the hard healing and wears it not as a wound, but as wisdom, like scars that tell a story of survival and strength. Are you that person yet? Because that is who they are coming to meet, not a projected version of yourself, not a carefully curated presentation. You, fully alive in your own being. That is the signal that calls them home, the irresistible pull of authenticity. The sixth key is separation wisdom, and this one is for those of you who have already met someone whose frequency your soul recognized. A connection that felt like coming home, like finding a lost piece of yourself, and then watched that connection go quiet or fall apart or move to a distance that felt unbearable. Like watching a star disappear from the sky, the sixth key is the understanding that twin flame separation is not the end of the story. It is not a tragic finale. It is the chapter where both souls must go inward to do what proximity was preventing. When you are in the intensity of a deep soul connection, it is easy to outsource your healing to the feeling of being together, to let the presence of the other be your balm. But growth, real, cellular, lasting growth, often requires the sacred solitude of the gap, the quiet space that allows for deep introspection. The separation is not a wound. It is an assignment, a divine directive for individual growth. And when both souls completed, when they have navigated their inner landscapes with courage and authenticity, something extraordinary becomes possible. The seventh key is reunion readiness, and it is the most interior key of all, because it opens not from the outside but from within, like the unfurling of a sacred lotus. You may have done every piece of healing work, released the karmic cords that bound you, surrendered the timeline, letting go of the mental struggle with when, embodied your magnetic self, radiating your unique light, honored the separation, understanding its purpose. And there is still one final chamber that must open before the full reunion can occur. The one that says, I am ready not just to receive love, but to sustain it. To show up for it not just in the high moments, the exhilarating peaks, but in the ordinary ones, the quiet unfolding of daily life. To choose this, and this person, and this depth, again and again, even when it requires everything of me. It is the commitment to the journey, not just the destination. Reunion readiness is not about being perfect, about having arrived at some unattainable state of being. It is about being complete in yourself enough that love is not your life raft, the thing you cling to in a storm. It is your horizon, the vast and beautiful potential that inspires your journey. When that key turns, something in the field shifts, not just your own field, but the shared field of your union, creating a sacred container. And what was once separated begins in its own sacred way to move toward convergence, like two rivers flowing finally into one vast ocean. Here is the final transmission, and it is the one the Arcturian Council most wanted delivered to you tonight. You have not been forgotten. You have not been passed over. The love that you have been longing for, the kind that your soul has recognized across more lifetimes than your conscious mind can count, a resonance felt deep in your ancient memory. It is not a wish. It is not a dream. It is a frequency you were born carrying, written into your heart before you took your first breath in this body, an intrinsic part of your divine blueprint, and everything you have been through. Every shattering, every waiting, Every moment you lay awake wondering if you were meant for this, if this deep love was even possible for you. All of it has been the sacred and impeccable work of preparing your heart to receive what it has always been destined to hold. Every trial has been a chisel shaping you for this divine appointment. The universe does not forget the souls it has coded for deep love. It does not lose track of its most devoted students or its most tender hearts. What it does, what it has always done, is prepare the conditions so carefully, so thoroughly, that when the love arrives, it does not just visit like a fleeting guest. It stays. It roots. It grows into something so stable and so true that all of the years of preparation will suddenly, in a single moment of recognition, make complete and perfect sense. The universe orchestrates with exquisite precision, ensuring that when the right love arrives, it lands in fertile ground, ready to flourish. You are closer than you know, not because of anything you have to do from this moment forward, though the keys are real and the work is sacred and the choice to engage with them is potent, but because of everything you have already survived, already healed, already released, already become. That is not nothing. That is everything. That is the exact frequency the universe has been waiting for you to reach. You have already done the monumental work of becoming the person who is ready for this level of love. Tonight, if you are willing, place your hand on your heart before you sleep. Feel its rhythm, steady, faithful, present, a quiet testament to your enduring spirit. And say these words aloud into the quiet of your room. I am worthy of divine love. I release what was only meant to teach. I trust the sacred timing of my soul's union. I am ready. I am open. I am the signal. Let what belongs to me find its way home. Speak these truths into the quantum field and watch them manifest. And it will. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then find someone else's intention and meet it with encouragement or love. This is not content. This is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. Be a part of this energetic tapestry. If something in this message landed in a place you have not let anything touch in a long time, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your circle is carrying the same quiet ache and waiting for exactly this activation. Share it with them. And if you felt the soul nudge to stay in this frequency, to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. Stay in the flow. The guidance does not stop here. You are not just watching. You are healing. This is your sacred space. And we are just getting started.